Part of the reason why I came here is that I knew that my grandfather had served as the pastor here in the 1919s to 1925 or something like that. And one of the things about my own passion is that I really don't like it when churches are fighting and having difficulty. As a pastor, I want to see if I can bring peace, the peace of Christ, to people's hearts and lives. An interim minister is able to do a number of things. He's able to speak truth to power. He knows that he's not going to be here forever. He's able to look with a new eye at circumstances. Pastors who have longevity in a church, one of the problems is they do things a certain way, and when a new person comes in, by virtue of who they are, they bring change to the life of the church. Change is a difficult issue for everyone. And an interim pastor is the bridge. He brings himself as part of his toolbox, and what he does is he brings about changes. He makes needed changes. When the classes came in to look at it, they heard a lot of anger, a lot of heartache, a lot of brokenness. They were wondering where they were going in regard to the future. And I would also say that the leadership, after having a number of people resign from the consistory, they wondered themselves where everything was going. They had a problem on their hands. Truth is that most people here really love their church and want the best for it. One of the things that I did when I first came here is I formulated a plan about what I really wanted to do. And it really took on three different kinds of ideas. First of all was to visit the entire congregation. That's one of the things that I did. And that began to build a sense, I think, of trust on the part of some people. It also allowed me to hear the stories of people as they talked about what had happened here, and they began to share some of the hurts that they had experienced, and some of the pain that had gone on because of the situation that was here.
When Dave came in and just the pastor at all, it felt like it gave it a little bit of stability, and in a time when I felt like our boat was kind of rocky, and it allowed for continuity of pastor, continuity of messages, continuity of just kind of feeling like our tradition was coming back.
And very happy with what's going on here. I feel it's pulled the congregation together. We still got some work to do, as so many churches have, but I feel we're moving forward very nicely.
The second thing I wanted to do was to really call the congregation together, and so that not only just the interim pastor could hear, but the whole congregation could gather together, or at least a group of those people, and begin to listen to themselves talk about some of the stories. The last thing was one of the things that classes asked me to do, and that was to begin the process of natural church development. One of the challenges that Hope Reformed Church has is their traditional approach and their inward-looking viewpoint. This is probably one of the most difficult things for any church to do, is to turn that vision around from looking inwardly to begin to look outwardly. They are working at being the hands and feet of Christ. There are a number of people in our congregation who are working at Atlas and who are beginning to see and have their eyes opened to the possibility of the harvest around here, that there are people, lots of people in need. Right now, people are really kind of excited. And they're excited in this sense. They just put in a new sound system. They have a new video camera. They video the services and they put them on the television at the local station here in George. One of the things that I sense is that God is moving here. And I'm hopeful, and I say we because it's just not me only, but it's the It's the congregation itself who really needs to own their future.